So I'm just looking out my window and I'm noticing there is a lot to harvest. So let's go harvest some cucumbers today. Okay, our first stop is gonna be this cucumber plant, which I'll have to come back and finish trellising because it wants to keep climbing and I only stopped right there. So I will have to put more twine on there, but this plant is loaded. Look at this guy. My gosh, that is one long cucumber. So I'm gonna harvest it with these little scissors. Got him. A little dragonfly. That is a big cucumber. I already started because it's hard to get this on camera. I only have one hand to harvest and one hand to film, but there's a whole bunch. So let's go ahead and grab this guy. Ah, can't see. This needs to be harvested too. This is not a cucumber, but this is an 8-ball zucchini. So I'm gonna come over here and harvest this. Oh my goodness, it's so heavy. Looks like a pumpkin, doesn't it? But it is not. It is zucchini, and I don't think I can fit that in my basket, so I'm gonna sit this right here. Right. There's another one coming right there. Cute little baby one. Over here we've got like just dark green zucchinis. I'm sure I saw one recently, so I'm sure he's over here. It's just, they got a lot of healthy foliage. Oh yeah, he's getting away from me. I gotta get him. Honestly, I like just grabbing them and like breaking them off, but sometimes they need a little help. He's good size though for a zucchini. Okay, let's go over to the mass Muncher cucumbers that are super ready for harvest. These are the ones that I'm like, okay, I gotta do something, because look at this guy. He's a big one. And there's another one. There's one right there. Okay, got him. And is there any more that I can't see? There always are. Oh, yep. There's one down here. Go get some dill. Dill is definitely like ready to be harvested. This is my dill. It's a big plant. Honestly, I haven't harvested a whole lot this year, but I'm going to now. I'm gonna get this leaf here. Probably just gonna get this whole bottom leaf. And then see if I can clear some. Man, it smells so dilly. I love it. If you can imagine, the smell of this is like opening a jar of pickles. So yummy. If you like that smell, obviously. I do. I'm gonna get some of these kind of lower branches. I like a lot of dill in my pickles. Let's see if there's anything I can get cleared. I think everything else is okay. I just want to give these okras some more breathing room. I'm gonna get this guy too. blocked you there at the end, but I got some of the flowers. I'm gonna look that up and see if I can use the flowers. Probably, because you can use dill seed. I'm sure you can use the flowers. And there's more growing. You can see what I'm trying to show you. See, there's one. I think that's just a regular green zucchini. And then I can't forget this baby. All right. Look how big this is. I think I'm zoomed in. I love it. Go grab the basket. Okay, that's a lot. I'm gonna be making pickles, definitely, because I have a lot of dill. Oh, look at that. That is, boom, that's a lot of dill. And then the cucumbers, like so many. Wow, that's beautiful. This is a zucchini. Looks like a cucumber. This is the one I'm like super excited about. It's supposed to be just like that English cucumber you get at the grocery store that comes wrapped. It's my dad's favorite. And then the silver slicers are really good, especially when they're fresh. This is a big one. These kind of feel like sandpaper. So their little tiny spikes are so tiny that it feels like you're touching sandpaper. These can get pinchy ones. This one has the same as that, but not as many. But I like the feel of these. Kind of like sandpaper, I like it. Okay. I have a lot to process today, and I'm super excited because I honestly haven't made pickles in a really long time. I don't have a go-to really great recipe for it, but I do have a book that I'm going to be using as my recipe guide, and this is the book right over here. Okay, this is the book that I'm going to be using. Deep Run Roots. Vivian Howard. She's an amazing farm-to-table chef, and she's based out of North Carolina. And I actually went to her restaurant. I used to watch her TV show back when it aired, and I love her food. I love her cooking. I love her style. So I'm going to be making recipes out of that. But yeah, I can't wait to make something delicious out of these. Look how many. There are lots of cucumbers in there. I counted 5 of the Muncher cucumbers, 4 of the silver slicers, and then 1 of this Natsu is the name of it. It's a Japanese seedless cucumber. That's gonna be perfect for my recipe, and then all this dill. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for joining me in the garden for my harvest of these beautiful cucumbers, and I will see you again very soon. Stay tuned for the garden tour that's coming up. As always, be blessed. Bye.